Live from Montini Catholic High School in Lombard, Illinois, this is Lane Tech Basketball. Good morning, everyone. We are ready for an 8 o'clock tip. In just 11 seconds, we will get you the starting lineups. But we are happy, if not a little bit sleepy, to be here with you this morning. Chuck, how was your drive out from the city?
The traffic was surprisingly heavy for the week between Christmas and New Year.
And at this time of day. So here we are. We're going to get the starting lineups. Today's game, we got a little late, but we're going to take on Niles North today. So here's the Niles North starting lineups.
Should I scooch in here?
No, stay right there because we don't want to lose the.
So you'll do this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So number 3, Amara Retrej. I apologize. I didn't get to practice these names. Nushaba Kodari, number 10. Number 11, Sierra Stevens. Number 12, Abby Lee. And number 41, Brianna Bolt are the starters for the Niles North Vikings.
Tall team.
And now the starters for the Lane Tech champions.
So early, Chuck, they didn't put the starters up on the scoreboard yet, so we're at a little disadvantage. Number 2, Sophie Keenan.
Senior number 21, Mimi Rector.
Mimi Rector getting her 4th straight start. Marissa Yulee.
Sophomore number 25,
Melanie Blanco.
Senior number 35, Delilah Downs.
And Delilah Downs are the starters for Lane Tech. So Lane's in white today. First time we're wearing white.
So Chuck. I can't reference the green wall of defense.
No, have to come up with something else.
Yeah, something.
So we'll have to see. It's kind of like who wakes up first this morning is going to have an advantage in this game.
That's why they don't play pro games at 8 a.m.
So Lane, after the last 2 losses here at Montini, 6-9. Niles comes in 2-11, however. So not sure what we're going to see. We did beat this Niles team last year. I don't know. I think we have one common opponent. We went through it. Not sure who it was. I forget. But we are underway. Starters still not up on the board.
And may not be.
They'll figure it out. We are underway. Melanie Blanco brings down the opening tip over to Yulee. Yulee to Keenan. Zone for Niles North right now. They're playing a 2-3, except they're chasing Melanie Blanco, it looks like. Well, now they're playing man-to-man. So they started out in a little bit of a zone, but we're going to call this man-to-man. Lane Tech patiently working the ball around. Everything looks right.
Oh, nice
Great
feed.
pass.
Nice feed by Downs. Unselfish. She could have taken the hook there, but instead dished it to Blanco.
There we go. Lane Tech with a little bit of pressure. That was a travel, but skipped over to Kodari. They're going to get a foul. Not sure who. It's either Downs or Yulee.
It wouldn't.
They're going to get it on Marissa Yulee.
And that keeping with lanes within the first 60 seconds of every
have
game.
To get a foul.
You must. It's a mandate. You must be called for a foul within the first minute.
So Bolt shooting 2. Just a junior. That rims out. Just a junior for Brianna Bolt. She's 6'10". She's 5'10".
Do you think she's any relation to the
no,
speedster?
Usain? No. I'm going to go with no.
Okay.
Second one's going to be short. Missed everything, so going to be Lane Tech basketball. Lane Tech with a 2-point lead, 7:12 left in this first quarter. So we are underway. Thanks for joining us. We tried to find some alliteration for breakfast in Lombard or breakfast at Montini, but none of it worked. Mimi Rector down to Melanie Blanco. Blanco into Delilah Downs. Good idea. Lane Tech trying to get the ball inside early. Niles North pushes. Kodari with the 3-pointer. That's good. Niles North takes an early 3-2 lead. Mimi Rector, top of the key. Yulee sets a pick. Downs on the right wing. Keenan gets inside, gets a jumper up, little short.
She was bumped.
Downs gets the rebound. Down gets the rebound, but got tied up by Bolt. It's going to be Niles North basketball. Retrej, and again, I apologize for any names I butcher. Looking inside for Bolt. Yuli tries to get around her. Bolt a little short on that. Blanco again comes up with the rebound. Bolt on the ground, little slow getting up. So 5-on-4 for Lane Tech right now. That was a foul.
And Bolt's still back there.
Bolt gets the advantage of.
Oh!
So that interesting. Bolt got a little shaken up. Melanie Blanco got fouled, didn't get called. They grabbed her arm, knocked the ball loose. That's a
push, please.
They're going to call her about. Well, I mean,
that's my.
If all right, I'm going to stop right now because if this goes on like this is going to be a little bit crazy.
Tony, that's my biggest pet peeve in basketball is when a defensive player is bumping the person with the ball out of bounds and they call you for stepping on the line.
So Amara Ritrage, that's 2 fouls on her that haven't been called. You know, that would have been inside the first 3 minutes of the basketball game. Kodari at the top of the key. Ritrage, foul line, Lee. And then they get a foul.
Ticky.
I mean,
a ticky tack.
This got to stop right now. I mean, that's just.
Downs was just holding her spot in the lane.
That's ridiculous. So Niles north of the ball, Lee down to Ritrage, down to Bolt. Melanie Blanco gets in. There we go. So that's her 3rd foul already. You know, only 1 called. So we'll have to watch that. She's an aggressive player.
Sometimes it seems the aggressive players they don't call fouls on.
Amara Ritrage, she's a senior.
Blanco across half court.
Downs sets a pick. Back to Downs at the foul line. Melanie gets inside, gets to the rim. No call on Kodari. Apparently the whistles don't work on this side of the court.
It's a glitch.
Niles North with the 5-2 lead. They get the ball out to Stevens. Stevens with Blanco on her. I'm going to call it travel.
Okay. We'll take it. It seems like Lane's having trouble just getting into an offensive rhythm.
Well, they're trying. I like what they're trying to do. They're trying to get the ball inside. This is a smaller Niles team, the smallest team we've played in this tournament so far. So they're working Delilah Downs inside and then some give and goes into Blanco. Some good cut-throughs. Gets Yuli down inside, just a little strong off the glass.
I think she wanted a foul.
Here comes Stevens. Yuli gets back with – they're going to get Stevens with the foul.
Okay, we'll take that.
What the heck is going on with this?
You getting glitchy?
No, I'm just either –
It's early for the computer, too.
It's early for the computer, but the clock – I was ahead, then I'm behind. All right, we got some subs in. Sophia Lamperis and Logan Kane in. Yuli and Rector out. Downs are going to get the ball into Blanco.
We are stuck on 5-2.
Little different set. Blanco picks up her dribble at the top. Keenan down underneath, out to Kane. Kane for 3. Downs with the rebound. Gets it out. Blanco just inside the 3-point line. That's good.
4 points for Blanco.
Yeah, she had 16 yesterday to lead all scorers in the game. Lee gets inside, high off the glass, no good. It's going to stay with Niles North. Got batted around a little bit, went off of Logan Kane. So underneath for Niles North, they're going to look for Bolt here. They get it into Lee. Lee looks for Bolt. Downs is on her.
Nice
Straight
defense.
up, great job by.
All right.
Yeah.
Bolt call for the foul.
So great job by Delilah. Just staying straight up. 2 team foul. Lane has 3 team. No, Niles North has 3 team fouls. I got to adjust that we're not the visitors on this scoreboard today. So yeah, obviously a very aggressive Niles North team. See what kind of foul trouble they can get in. Don't have a very deep bench. Only 3 players on the bench for Niles North. Blanco with a little disadvantage. Got Kodari on her. Lamperis into Kane. Kane uses a screen by Downs. Downs gets a rebound. Downs up, misses. That's going to stay here, though. Downs doing a great job on the boards early this morning.
She's got, what, 4 or 5 rebounds?
So just needs to get those to fall, and it'll be a big Lane Tech advantage. into Downs. Downs back to Keenan to the top of the key. Keenan with Lee on her. Blanco with Lee, sorry. Blanco holds her pivot foot. Kane eyes up the three. Gets into the lane. 12-footer off the glass, in and out. Downs another rebound. Gets it out. Look to skip it to Keenan. Back to Lamparis. Keenan with Lee. Switches off to, oh, there are 2 Lees.
Lefty
Downs with
hook.
the left hook, just a little bit short.
Niles North bench quite vocal.
So 3:09 left in this quarter. Lee, that's Abby Lee, gets it to Stevens. Stevens drives on Blanco. They're going to get a reach in on Blanco.
Her first.
Her first. Yeah, no announcer this morning.
It's no frills here at 8 in the morning.
So Cynthia Waller and Jenna Smith into the game for Lane Tech. Out goes Downs and Blanco. So Lamparis and Keenan to control the ball for Lane Tech. Stevens looks, dumps it down to Quadrari. Quadrari, little strong.
Missed
Keenan, I think, got a hand on that, affected it. Kane on the right wing. Now to the left elbow. Over to Jenna Smith. She touches the ball into Waller.
Nice pass.
Waller just loses control a little bit. I think the Waller-Quadrari matchup is going to be very beneficial for Lane if we can get that going.
That was a nice pass by Smith. Next time it'll work.
But here we go. So new defensive set, straight up man-to-man for Lane. Jenna Smith a little late getting out on Stevens. Stevens short on the jumper. Quadrari with the rebound. Gets it to Lee, back to Lee. Lee to Lee. Abby Lee, number 12. Ava Lee, number 22.
We had sisters.
Stephanie Keenan with a foul.
Sophie.
I'm going to go one whole game without doing that. Maybe.
You did go one whole game without doing that.
I wasn't there.
But you weren't announcing it.
I wasn't there. Thanks, Chuck. Appreciate it.
I'm just
Marissa Yulee back in the game for Stephanie Keenan. Was that I did it again. Sophie Keenan. I got to stop talking to Stephanie in the morning.
All righty here.
I'll have to explain to her why I'm ignoring her when I walk into the gym.
Who's got Rettridge with the ball? Stuck on 5-4 for
Lee to Stevens. So no substitutions yet for Niles North, so we'll have to see how that goes. A little warm in this gym today. Quadrari walks.
Ooh.
Man, just a little. We've noticed that here in this tournament more than maybe in the city is they don't like you taking that Euro step.
No.
They don't. They like you putting the ball on the floor before you go.
It's frowned upon.
Lamparis to Kane. Kane back to Lamparis. Lamparis elbow, gets it into Waller. Waller on Quadrari. No shot. That's tough. Great job by Cynthia Waller right there. I think that's what Lane's been trying to do.
Yeah.
Both with Delilah Downs and Cynthia Waller. They called the foul before that, but great job by Waller to get position in the post.
That was a foul on Quadri, her first.
Right into Waller.
There you go.
Great inbounds play. Waller just turned and posted up Quadrari.
Lane's first lead of the game.
1:39 remaining.
Trap.
Little trap. There you go. All right.
Well.
So we got the same call. Same referee gave us the same call. Didn't call the push out of bounds, just said they fell out of bounds. So here comes the first substitutions for Niles North. Number 20, Vanessa Bernal, comes in for Bolt. So now Bolt, by far the tallest player on the floor. Now you look for Waller even more, right?
For sure.
Quadrari's down there by herself. Lamparis gets to the rim. She got fouled. I'm going to have to stop saying that. She didn't get fouled if the referee didn't call it. Here comes Rettridge.
Oh.
Great job by Logan Kane to break up that pass.
Wild pass.
1:18 left in the quarter on the real clock. Lane Tech leads 6-5. Julian Rettridge gets the ball on Quadrari. Smith knocks it away. Backdoor cut, stolen by Cynthia Waller. She picks it up. She gets the ball into the middle. She's going to go all the way to the rim.
Oh.
Just missed. Up. Came down on the line. Is going to go to Niles North. Great job by Waller taking that coast to coast. Quadri just got in her way a little bit, forced Waller outside, and the ball came off the front of the iron. So 1 minute left in the quarter. Lane Tech leads 6-5. Lee with the ball. Lee drives. Wow. 24. They got Logan Kane for that one. So 5 fouls for Lane. 14 fouls for Bolt back into the game. Bolt, they just gave her a quick, I don't even know if that was a minute rest. Bolt back in the game. So very short rotation for Niles North. Lee gets through, gets the inbounds pass. Quadri looks for a shot. Elbow blocked by Jenna Smith.
Nice tip.
Tipped out by Waller. Jenna Smith gets it. Jenna's going to go all the way. Elbow jumper off the glass. Lamperis with the rebound. Over to Waller. Waller elbow. Little long. Stevens with the rebound. Lamperis picks her pocket. Great pass to Yulee. Yulee with the left hand.
Right. Nice pass.
Great job. Great job by Lamperis there. Picked Stevens' pocket. Patiently waited for Yulee. Yulee went up with the left hand. Gives Lane a 3-point lead.
Jenna
Smith. That's not a kick. That's not a kick. That's not a kick. 14 seconds left. That's not the definition of a kick.
A flurry of steals here by Lane Tech.
So 14 and a half seconds. Retridge with the ball. Jenna Smith. Don't reach, Jenna. Trapped on the sideline by Lamperis.
5 seconds.
Out to Stevens. Over to Lee. Lee tries to get in. Blocked by Jenna. Great late quarter defense by Lane Tech.
But Lane really turned things around there in the last 2 minutes. They just amped up their defense there.
Yeah, they got into that little pressure when they like having Jenna Smith in to do that. When they go to that 1-2-2 trap, little pressure, Jenna just is really long, and even with Retridge being 5'8", really affects her vision and her ability to pass the ball. So, looking at this, it's interesting. So Niles North had 2 baskets. One, the first three-pointer, and then the layup where Bolt was not injured but shaken up, didn't get into the defensive end of the court, and then on the steal got back and was the only player down court for that basket. So in the flow of their offense, Niles North only scored 1 basket, and that was that 3-point jumper.
Yeah.
So
that bodes well for Lane Tech.
Yeah, and I'm impressed. Both teams seem to be fairly awake this early in the morning.
It was a pretty
Coach
intense first quarter.
Coach Malloy's already run through 9 players on her bench. 10 now. Zora McDermott coming out into the game, and the same 5 players coming out for Niles North. So I think at some point this is game 3 of a 4-game tournament, 3 games in a row. Niles North actually played after us yesterday, so somebody needs to come help. There we go. Zora gets.
They're on lockdown with the traveling calls.
Yeah, they're not messing around here. But yeah, so 3rd game in 3 days, and if Niles North really doesn't go more than 6 deep, you'd think that Lane Tech would be able to wear them down. Bolt, that was a travel. Bolt, you don't want. I mean, right? And
you can bump and push a lot, but watch the traveling.
This is old school basketball for us, right? Don't give your post player the ball on the perimeter. I know that doesn't work in the NBA anymore, but
yeah, they will. They'll get you for the traveling call.
So Keenan on the left baseline, back to Blanco. It's a little smaller lineup for Lane right now. McDermott and Yulee are the bigger players. You can't force that overhead pass in there.
Bolt's too tall.
Retridge down to Bolt.
Nice D by McDermott.
Just got on the wrong side of her a little bit. Keenan blocked by Stevens. Great run out, though. Great idea. It's when we've had the most success this season is when defense has turned into offense. Our comeback against Northside, our comeback against Latin, both because defense created offense.
Totally.
And we got a little bit out of the half-court set and more into transition where we thrive. Into McDermott and a foul. Oh, my goodness gracious. Blanco gets the rebound back to Yulee. Yulee good.
Nice pass there by Blanco. She had her back to the net.
And patient, too. She didn't panic that she was in underneath. Tipped by McDermott a little bit. Lane Tech chasing Lee off. Keenan with the rebound. So this pressure defense from Lane Tech has really affected Niles. McDermott with that baby hook. She loves it.
Is that from Keenan?
She loves it.
Lane having great success.
Lee into the corner. Back down to Quadri, back to the top of the Retridge. Back down to Lee. Blanco on her. They're looking for Quadri inside. Yulee on her. Quadri doesn't get the step through. Three-pointer. In and out. Yulee rips down the board.
Pushed to the floor.
Interesting. The offside official called that. There was officials staring at it.
Let him play, he says.
Staring at it.
He didn't see anybody.
6:14.
He didn't see anybody bleeding.
I'm going to hold the clock for a second. 6:14 left in the second quarter. Blanco gets it in. Nobody stops her.
Nice
McDermott,
pass.
12-footer.
Oh!
Blanco back inside. Out to Lamperis. Lamperis for
Short.
three. It's a great save by McDermott.
Wow.
Yulee to the foul line. Over to Blanco. Blanco gets inside. Little 5-footer off the rim. No.
Get back, get back, get back, get back.
Lee turns down the 18-footer. Foul line to Quadri. Quadri back out to Retridge. Keenan cuts off the baseline. Good D right there. Great recovery by Lane Tech. Quadri probably doesn't want to handle the ball 30 feet from the basket. Abby Lee. Retridge for three. That's left. Time.
That's true.
Yulee to Lamperis.
The five-team squad is your
that's
dream.
my dream. Chuck. It was 5-2.
I like it. That's 6 for Blanco.
Here comes a trap. Keenan gets up. Lee on the sideline. Back to Retridge, top of the key. Yeah, this defense really affecting. Don't swat. Yeah, there you go. Timeout, Niles North.
Smart timeout there. They are about to lose the ball.
So 4:47. Yeah, Retridge, instead of keeping the ball in the middle of the floor, is getting it to Lee right on the sideline, allowing Lane Tech to really the three-person trap, right?
Yeah, you get the
two players on the sideline, and we know, based on the first two calls, that if you kind of bump them out of bounds a little bit, you're going to get the call.
You'll get a traveling call.
Yeah. So nobody in the gym today. We have to be careful what we say. I think they can probably hear us on the other side of the building.
I think I see is it a Parabella dish?
But 12 straight points for Lane Tech. They were trailing. They took an early 2-0 lead, and then Niles North scored the next 5. Lane Tech has rattled off 12, 6 in this half, right?
6 in this quarter.
It
was 8-5 at the quarter.
Yeah, 6 in this quarter. So, and as we said, Niles North has really only scored 1 basket in the flow of their offense. The other was a kind of strange transition basket. But 4:47 left in the second quarter. Lane leads 14-5.
And Abby Lee is inbounding.
Straight man right now from Lane. I think they've done a really effective job this tournament switching up their defenses. Mimi Rector back in the game. Delilah Downs back in the game. So you got, wow, you're really tall right now. You got Waller, McDermott, and Downs all in the game. I don't know if we've seen that this season, have we?
It does not ring a bell.
Great job. You see what happened right there. Waller was able to come from the weak side and affect that shot. 16 fouls.
Number 20.
Back in, yeah. So she seems to be the sub.
Vanessa Bernal.
Out goes Ava Lee. Rector gets the ball into the front court. Out to Keenan. Keenan back to Rector. Rector for 3. Oh, little short. Downs gets the rebound and 1. Great job. Delilah's just been killing it on the boards this morning.
And surprisingly, that's her first points after all the dominating on the board. So
but great fight. Got hit on the arm. Got it in there. But that's, I mean, we don't keep track of rebounds, but that's going to be 6 or 7 rebounds for her.
For sure.
And mostly on the offensive glass.
Yep.
And done a great job this morning. So looking for the traditional 3-point play.
You can hear a pin drop in here.
Off the glass, no.
Waller.
Yeah, I mean, this is interesting that coach this morning decided to go with all 3 of her bigs all at the same time. And you got Mimi Rector in there who's 5'8", so This is about as tall as Lane Tech can get.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sophie Keenan. Sorry, Soph.
I'm looking at the such balanced scoring for Lane. 2 for McDermott, 4 for Waller, 4 for Yulee, 6 for Blanco, 2 for
Backcourt.
Downs.
Yep. Retridge went backcourt. So Lane Tech with 16 straight points, 4:03 left on the game clock. Into the game comes Kane and Yulee for Keenan and McDermott.
Sophie Keenan.
Did I say? I didn't say it again, did I?
No, I'm just teasing.
Oh. I'm like, wait, I didn't. Purposely on a last name only basis from now on.
Nice pass by
Oh, great
Rector
job.
Downs.
Lane Tech just going downhill right now. Everything looking simple. Trapping in the corners. The height of Lane Tech really bothering.
Oh,
There's a three-pointer from Stevens. That ends an 18-point run
and a
from
long
Lane
drought.
Tech. Kane looked and answered. A little short. Stevens with the rebound. Stevens going to bring the ball up. Nice pass. Dumped it down to Bernal. So 5 quick points for Niles North. 3:18 left in the quarter. Yulee to Rector back at the top of the key. Retridge on her. Rector tries to get inside. Gets the ball up on the glass. No good. Waller tips it to Downs. Downs back to Waller. Waller's going to be short. Rector gets it. Downs picks up another bucket.
6 points this quarter.
Great ball movement. Rector was in there to get the short shot. Her shot got blocked. Delilah Downs standing right there. Waller picks it up. She's got Logan Kane. Delilah Downs.
She's cleaning the glass this quarter.
Delilah Downs wants a burrito today. We'll explain that later. It's not really as bad as it sounds. The players of the game, come on. The players of the game here, every game, win a burrito from Taco Burrito King here in Lombard.
Do they give a broadcaster the game?
If we would, you'd have 2.
No, I think you'd win.
Well, yeah, so player of the game here for both teams get a gift certificate for a burrito.
They're giving away a lot of burritos. That's 8 games a day. That's 16 burritos. And over 4 days, they're giving away 64 burritos.
Yeah, we're struggling with our video a little bit, guys. I apologize.
Uh-oh.
It's just been tough here. We're in a 1966 building that is 100% cinder block with
I think it's
with steel girders on top of us. So
I think it was designed for the Cold War.
So I think we might be doing radio. I'm not sure that we're doing. And you would think. I think yesterday we had a pretty good stream. There's nobody here this morning that we wouldn't have problems, but it looks like we're hung up at 4. Looks like we might be about 2 minutes behind.
But does the audio still work?
I think the audio is still working.
Okay, that's all they really need.
It says we have a good connection. I'm not sure why it's hung up.
Yeah.
But 2:38 left in the quarter. Lane Tech has a 24-10 lead. Oh, they finally got the players up on the board for us, Chuck. So fouls and
they were putting them on gradually,
just as they kind of went.
Well, they
in.
had Niles North for a while, and then Lane. Then they just trickled in.
Lee gets to the rim, little strong. Bolt rebound. They're going to get Yulee. Just Yulee's arm got tangled up with Bolt. She was straight up, but got in between the arms of Bolt. So next foul for everybody. We're going to be shooting. Gets it into Lee. Lee into Bolt. Waller on her. Dribbled it off of Yulee's foot. Should stay here, but it doesn't. 2:23 on the clock. Lane Tech leads 24-10. We'll reset the lineups for you here in a second. Mimi Richter with the ball. Delilah Downs, Cynthia Waller, Marissa Yulee, and Logan Kane in the game. Yulee for 3. Rector tries to get the rebound. Retridge's going to bring it in. 1-on-4. She pulls it back out. She calls a play number 2, whatever that is. Back screen for her by Bolt. That's a 2-pointer. Bolt with another rebound. Rector strips it away. Rector with the trap. They're going to call an offensive foul on Bolt. So 155. They won't shoot on that.
She was getting frustrated by Rector's D.
Yeah. Oh, we will shoot on that. Okay.
So that was the 7th. Oh, yeah.
Eighth. That was the eighth foul. So Mimi Richter going to the line. 1:55 left in the half. Lane Tech leads 24-10. Mimi Richter shooting one and the bonus. So only changes for Niles North right now. Number 20, Vanessa Barnell, a freshman. Oh. In for Quadri. So Niles North gone the entire game so far with just 6 players. Avali played the whole game so far. Stevens has played the whole game. Oh,
lowered the shoulder
again. Oh, not sure about that.
No.
She was just, that was a Shaquille O'Neal move right there. She's like, I'm bigger than you, and I'm going to the rim.
That's Waller's first.
So 17 fouls on Lane, but we're going to shoot 2. Bolt about 5'10", only a junior. Makes the first. I think she's 1 for 3 now, right? She had some free throws earlier in the game. Yeah, not a lot of trips to the free throw line in this game. I think the referees might have to get to their day jobs.
I think that scoreboard's wrong, too. I have Bolt. She already had a basket, but they only have her with 1 point.
Yeah,
so.
she had I thought she had a basket.
She had that broken play.
I thought.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
They have 12. She made both of those. There's a push in the back.
Goodness.
Logan Kane went flying through the air. So 24-12, 1:25 left in the quarter. Lee on the left wing. Lee not a real offensive threat. She's looking to bolt. Marissa Yulee picks that off against Retridge. Right hand for Yulee. Keenan chases it down. Logan Kane, 15-footer, in, out, good.
Kane on the board.
That ball bounced around quite a bit. Great defense, and she knocked that ball out of bounds. So we're at 1 minute exactly on the big board. All right, we're going to get our second sub for Niles North. Number 55, Olei Karamat. Again, I apologize.
Karamat.
We found out this morning at about 7 o'clock that we were playing Niles North. We have to wait for the PA guy to announce it, so at least he might have pronunciations. Bolt gets inside, in and out, gets her own rebound, gets back up. Great job by her on that. 26-14. Blanco gets the inbounds pass, brings it into the front court. Lane still pressing. Logan Kane for 3, in and out. Stevens picks it up. All of a sudden the pace is picked up. Stevens dribbles it off her knee, but it's going to stay here. 36.2. Lane Tech leading by 12. Gets it into Lee. Horn went off accidentally. Lee over to Retridge. Retridge for 3. That's good.
She's on the board.
Oops. 26-17. Into Logan Kane. Kane out to Yulee. Yulee top of the key to Blanco. Blanco for 3. Off.
Long reach.
17 seconds left. Not sure Coach Malloy wanted a shot that fast. Stevens gets into the lane. No good. Kane with the rebound. The pace has become frantic all of a sudden. Elbow jumper from Kane. Just off. Hits the line. 2.4 seconds left. I think we saw more action in that last minute than we had seen, more up and down anyway than.
They turned it up to 11.
Niles North not going to try and get a shot.
Would that have counted?
I don't know. The 3 steps she took told me no, but.
So Niles North concession stands open, Tony.
So we're backed up about 3 minutes on the broadcast. So my apologies.
All right, fans, it's time once again for the Chicago Sky Halftime Challenge.
So I'm not going to make any changes. We're going to take a break here at halftime, and we'll be right back with you. At the half, Lane Tech leads Niles North 26-17.
9. And there's your buzzer. Number 11, Sierra Stevens, is going to inbound. For Lane Tech, you have Blanco, Keenan, Rector, Yulee, and Downs. Lane had a little bigger lead going into the travel quick against Amara Rutledge.
The quick turnover that you needed. Now what? Sure, not what the Niles North coaches drew up in the locker room.
So Lane had a nice first half. They were up by as much as 14, I believe. Niles North cut it to 9. Downs at the top of the key. Rector dribbles around. Over to Yulee. Dumps it in. Oh, dumps it over to Blanco, who's going to drive. Oh, nice. Little high pass. Downs couldn't hold on to that. Nice idea, though.
I like what they've been working on all game, though, is getting that ball inside to some of your bigger players.
Well, that's the games they've won, their better games. That's how they've won those games, dumping it down low. Bolt thinks about a 3.
Quadri sat for a lot of the second quarter.
Nice save there by Downs. Yulee brings it. She's going to pull up. Now into Blanco. Out to Keenan, to Rector in the corner. Rector's pass is deflected to Niles North. Abby Lee brings it down. She carries.
I'd just like to see that entry pass be a bounce pass.
Yes.
We're trying to throw it over Bolt's head. Bolt is 5'10", and then 7 foot tall with the, or 6'5" with the arms up. You're not going to throw it over her head.
Delilah Downs is going to inbound to Rector. Niles North doing a little press.
So your 1 minute rule on fouls doesn't apply in the second half, just the first half?
For now, until that changes. But there was a traveling call. Oh, Sophie.
There you go.
Downs out to Blanco. Oh, if that wasn't a foul. Downs. Sierra Stevens with the steal and the 2 points. They cut it to 7. Downs to Yulee. She's going to, nope, out to Rector. Rector drives to Blanco. Blanco to Keenan, and
I think she was out of bounds. She
stepped on
when she cut across, she was out of bounds, what they're going to call. So a little momentum here for Niles North.
Abby Lee inbounds to Amara Rutledge, who's going to bring it across half court. Abby Lee looking to pass to somebody. Cross court over to Rutledge. Covered by Keenan. From the corners, Lee. Short. Rebound, Yulee.
She got hit in the face.
She got hit in the face yesterday. So 1 per game at least. Rector for 3. Off the heel of the rim. Rebound by Bolt. Ooh. That was Rutledge with the miss. Rector brings it across. She's going to go all the way. Gets the no. And
jump ball to Lane Tech.
That was a vicious fight for the ball.
But here we go. So we're 5:25 left in this third quarter. So Lane's gone 2 minutes and 25 seconds without scoring. Right? This is the scoring drought that always gets us in trouble.
Yep. Okay, we're gonna break it here. They're gonna score. Yulee in the corner, out to Blanco. Keenan to Blanco. Floater. Too little, too strong. Niles North, Rutledge rebound. And Stevens with the miss. Yulee rebound.
So great job not allowing Niles North any second shots so far. But we need to stop this little scoring run that Niles North is on, get this back to double digits.
Rector fouled. Always success when Lane Tech drives the lane.
Yeah, that's where we had most success in the first half.
Yeah.
Had that double-digit lead. And we've tried to do that several times, just a couple quick turnovers when you're trying to get the ball to downs. And now hopefully we can get the lid off this basket. Into the game comes Logan Kane for Yulee.
But I think Niles North is on is it a 9-point run here? Between this and the last half?
It was 26-10.
I think you're right.
Was it 26-10?
I think it was. The statistician overslept. All right, 27-19, Lane Tech leads. Stevens drives over Downs. Too long. Downs with another rebound. Out to Blanco. To Downs, back to Blanco. Fakes the three. Over to Kane. She's going to drive from the free throw line. Doesn't get the bounce. Rebound by Blanco. Nice hustle. And they're calling her for a carry.
What? How about the push?
Yeah. So Abby Lee will inbound.
Sub. Here we got another sub coming in.
Brianna Bolt in for number 22, Avali.
I think that's the first time she's been out of the game today.
Rutledge over to Stevens. Lee. Bolt at the top of the key. And a travel.
They don't mess around with these travel calls out here.
Cynthia Waller just came in for Blanco.
Oh, Lee didn't get much of a break. It looks like they're doing an offense-defense kind of thing
I think
already.
You're right.
So Bolt coming out. Lee right back in after a one-possession rest. Lamperis in the game also.
Keenan to Kane. Launches a three. Didn't hit anything. Out of bounds.
Not really in rhythm. She caught it, looked, thought about it. Yeah, I mean, they're running Bolt back in on offense, taking her out on defense.
Interesting.
And Avali.
So we have Waller, Kane, Downs, Lamperis, and Keenan. Rutledge with the ball, covered by Keenan. There's a screen.
So I hesitate to say that Niles North even has a 6-person rotation. More like 5.5.
I like that. You're right. Oh, miscue there. Gets tossed out of bounds.
Well, I guess they got 6. Because they got Lee on the bench. So Lee and Bolt, they didn't switch Bolt out that time.
Lamperis with the ball, covered by Rutledge. Kane from the corner.
That much better.
Hits it.
You saw that. She was in rhythm that time. Came across the baseline, caught it.
Yep.
Was able to shoot that.
Long. And Lamperis puts her hands up and is called for a foul.
So all the fouls they've called, I'm not sure that was one.
No.
Sophia got caught underneath the basket. Bolt was able to use just her height differential there.
But before that Kane three-pointer, Lane only had 1 point in about 5 minutes.
So Bolt, I think 2 for 4, Chuck, on free throws.
1, 2, 3. Yes, correct.
3 for 5.
Waller inbounding to Lamperis. 3:10 left in the third quarter. Lamperis fakes a shot. Downs for 3. Doesn't hit anything, and it's out of bounds.
I think Sophie had her foot on the line when she went to save that. So 3 minutes and 2 seconds left in this third quarter. Lane has a 8-point lead.
And Lane only 4 points in 5 minutes. So this is their drought quarter, it appears. Unless they have some little magic here in the last 3 minutes.
And what we haven't seen right now is some transition baskets. Great job by Delilah Downs forcing that turnover.
Okay, they got a
So this is the transition you're looking for. Kane in the corner.
ooh. Turnover lane.
But yeah, we haven't had the transition baskets this quarter that we had in the first half.
Yeah, they're a little out of sync on the passing here.
And Niles North being a little more careful with the ball.
Abby Lee covered by Lamperis. In the corner is Stevens. She nails it. That's 5 this quarter for Sierra Stevens. They cut it to 5. Lamperis looks to counter, doesn't hit the rim, but Waller is there for the putback. Back up 7. Yulee and Smith looking to check in. Almost stolen by Kane. And Smith and Yulee are coming in for Keenan and Downs. 2:13 left in the third. So you have Waller, Yulee, Smith, Kane, and Lamperis. Abby Lee inbounds to Rutledge. In the corner.
Can't let her shoot that. That ball had a different arc on it. You could see it.
Yep.
The 3 she's made, or the 2 she's made, had a really high arc.
Kane.
They're just out of sync. They're not running their offense right now.
Smith fakes. Back out to Lamperis. Into Waller. Soft touch. Nope. Nice try, though, by Waller.